Today's Consumer Alert concerns the safety of your genetic data. Last night, 23andMe filed for bankruptcy protection. The company will be sold to the highest bidder. So, Deanna, what happens to all that genetic data?
That is a great question. The new owner will also own that data. 23andMe has the genetic data of 15 million customers. And notice I said customers, not patients. And because these folks are not considered patients, they don't have the clear privacy protections provided by HIPAA. The way it works is 23andMe customers provide a sample of saliva and send it off to the company. And with that half teaspoon of spit, the company can gather a wealth of information about you, from your traits to your genetic health risks to ancestry composition. And all that data could be damaging in the wrong hands. The company suffered a huge cybersecurity breach 2 years ago that put the data of 7 million customers at risk. It had to pay out $30 million in a class action lawsuit. I recently interviewed the company's senior product scientist, and I asked this.
There has been some controversy with 23andMe, and certainly some questions about whether or not my genetic information is safe. Can you speak to that?
So I'm not the best person to speak to that. I can say that protecting our customers' privacy is a huge priority for us, and that we are continuing to be committed to our mission to help people access, understand, and benefit for the human genome.
Now, I interviewed her weeks before the announced bankruptcy, but her failure to answer that question looms large today as the company prepares to be sold. While company leaders vow to sell the company to an entity committed to protecting your data, there's little to keep the new owners from doing as they will with your genetic information after the purchase. Despite the company's uncertain future, the famous father of global superstar Beyonce Knowles has been working as a brand ambassador for 23andMe since last fall. As a breast cancer survivor, he strongly advocates genetic testing. He discovered he had the BRCA2 variant after his cancer diagnosis. It's a gene mutation associated with breast and prostate cancer that can be inherited.
You have two famous daughters, of course, Solange and Beyonce. You've got granddaughters. How important is this information for them?
Well, it's critically important because they have been genetic tested, and that information, knowing that, knowing if they're predisposed, which fortunately they're not, but knowing and having that information is important.
Now, while there is no doubt that knowledge is power and having genetic information can help you make vitally important decisions about your health, the question remains, until there are federal laws limiting or forbidding the sale of your genetic data, should any private company be entrusted with it? In the meantime, if you're a 23andMe customer, the New York Attorney General is encouraging you to delete your data. I talked to them this afternoon. They're going to have a formal statement about that tomorrow. Now, I'll have complete instructions on how to do just that. It'll be in the body of the story on our website, WHEC.com.